Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. I hope everyone's having a fabulous day. We're going to take a look at the markets. We're going to take a look at S&P, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, the DXY, and of course, Bitcoin. Stick around to the end. We're also going to run through the altcoins and see what I think is happening there. Will we get a alt season, or is that all washed away, done, and gone? Also, Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy, how's that doing? Oh, strategy, my bad. Anyways, stick around for the whole video and let's get into it. All right, crazy times in the markets, guys. So Dow Jones is down 68 points. I looked about an hour ago and it was up like 300 points. Fun stuff. S&P's up 17 points. NASDAQ's up 61. Headline says New York Fed President Williams sees room for further adjustment to rates. Go figure. All right, let's take a look at the S&P. S&P, we broke the October lows that there were so many out there saying that those lows were going to hold. We are making a new low on the monthly. We are still below our trend line, right? Looked like a big fake out. NASDAQ, same thing. We broke our monthly low. Not a huge, not a great sign, guys. Dow Jones is still holding its October low, but as you guys know, I think we're in an ending fifth wave diagonal of what? A bubble. Let's take a look at what that looks like. Oh, if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you take a second out, subscribe to the channel, share the video, smash that thumbs up, leave your comments throughout the video. Let me know what you think. You can also join our free Discord down below. I put a new link down there. It should work. Let me know in the comments if it worked or not. We're gonna have to figure out what's going on there. Also, don't forget to check out our sponsors, BITUNIX, PrimeXBT, Weeks, and Blowfin. If you are interested in trading, just remember, never put in more than you're willing to lose. And if you're new to trading, always start with a fake account. If you've been watching this channel, you know we are up over 300,000 in the last couple weeks. So while everybody else is losing money, we're making money. All right, let's take a look here. So back here, you have the Great Depression. Right here, you have the 2000 tech bubble. Right here, you have the 2000 housing bubble. We are currently in the everything bubble. If you don't think this is a bubble, you are brainwashed. All right, let's take a look at my opinion, guys. Of course, all of this is my opinion. None of this is financial advice. Right here, this resistance on the DXY, if this is broken, gonna see a huge bull run in the DXY, meaning the dollar becomes more valuable than the basket of currencies in the DXY. So that means the dollar rise. Also, stock markets continue to the downside if that happens in a big way. So let's take a look here. You guys know we've been talking about these levels, right? Let's take a measured move of this real quick for poops and giggles. So if we take the widest point of this wedge where it broke, I gotta come over here. I don't know what this is. I gotta get that out of here. Let's take a measured move here. You guys know I love my measured moves, and we take it from the breakout. This gives us a target of approximately 44,000. That doesn't mean that's a total bottom. If it was to even go there, that means that you should expect a humongous bounce there if it gets there. But other places to look for bounces are right here, right? Yeah, this is no longer, this is just from here, right? We broke the 786. So let's take a look at what's going on now. So on the daily, guys, we've had all our EMAs cross here, right? Even our 55 has now crossed our 200. That's pretty damn bearish. I drew this out and I showed you guys in a, I don't think this was on my video. I did show you guys though this on my X account. If you don't follow me on X, make sure you do so. That link is down below too. Told you when we broke this line, it was gonna get ugly. We had two choices. This here, the yellow, that would be breaking the trend line. That gives us a target approximately 41 or 49.1, right? Is that right? Yeah, 49.1. That would be the measured move from there. Of course, unless you get back above this trend line. And currently it lies around 87.5. If it can get back above 87.5 and hold, then you could continue on up from there. But we were looking for, if it was to bounce here, I said we may see a rally into the end of the year at 128 and then continuation down. But as of right now, this looks more likely. And will that be the end? Not necessarily. What would it look like if it was really a really bad bear market? Well, let's take a look. Probably something like this. Get a head and shoulders here, come back up for a retest around that 80,000 range, continue back down and drop as low. I know a lot of people don't think this can happen, but I do believe there's a good possibility that Bitcoin could go under 10K. And why is that? I think strategy will be a big part of that, if I'm correct, right? I think that eventually they're going to get some margin calls, guys. Is it going to happen today? Probably not, but I do believe they're going to get some margin calls. Here is what we have been talking about forever. I had said, if you want to see a mega bull run, it's got to break this trend line on the top, and right now it's currently around 128 to 130, depending on if, when, and where we hit that. Now, I also showed you this chart as our bounce areas. Right now, you can see we're getting a little support here on that 84.6, right? We're currently right on it. That is the 0.382 fib, and then we have the 0.5 fib. Guys, if you don't use fibs, I suggest getting into it, learning. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about this on our free trading channel, which is within our Discord. Totally free for the month of November. Jump in there. Maybe we're going to go over some fibs and how to use them. So this is your fib retracement. And then, of course, you have the Fibonacci extensions also. But anyways, this is pretty big, guys. If this becomes resistance, right? We break that down, stay down here. This comes resistance. Your next bounce point is around that 71,000, which if it takes, a couple weeks, it's going to line up with our 200 EMA, or we have the 6.618 down here, and there's a trend line that matches up with it. But that would be sometime in May of next year. That would be getting to about 57,000. So guys, this could take a long time. It's not going to be one straight line down, right? And then we have our 0.786 at 39,000. Then we have 31,000. This is just another long-term trend line. And then of course our super long-term trend line would get us down below 10,000. Not a guarantee, but it definitely could happen. Don't take it out of the cards yet. All right. So MicroStrategy, this thing is just failing in a big way. Now, eventually, if you guys know, they're using convertible loans to buy Bitcoin. And he says that they never have to pay loans back. If you could buy me a loan that I never have to pay back, please let me know where to go, and I'm going to go take billions of dollars and never pay it back. Guys, the loan is not that safe. And all you have to do is simply ask AI, is Michael Saylor's strategy a good strategy for buying Bitcoin? And it's going to say it's risky as hell. Risky, the highest risk crap. He is betting on it continuing up. He keeps buying it. So if you've ever been in a bad trade, say you get in a long, say you got in a long up here, right? Kind of like my strategy. You get in a long up here, it comes down. You're thinking, I'm just going to add to my position along. You're going to add to my position. Goes down more. You're going to add to my position. So at a certain point, you're in such a loss. You're screwed. Michael Saylor is getting there. There will be margin calls. Why does he say there's no margin calls? Because really, he has to use collateral on these loans. What's he using as collateral? The Bitcoin he bought or the stock? Either way, the collateral is going away, and it gets to a certain level, and the bank's like, hey, give us our money back. You're totally about to be screwed. We're going to start taking some money, sell that Bitcoin, pay your payments, buddy. Pay them up. That's what's going to happen, in my opinion. All right, let's take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum got a bounce right where I expected it at that 27.7, which is old support and resistance. Does that mean it'll hold? No, it doesn't mean it has to hold, right? We could get a bounce all the way back up into this area. But you guys remember, I was talking about these lines here. Anything below this, bearish. Anything above the blue, bullish, right? It kept playing around. We dropped below, and it's continued down. I think we could see really low lows there. We'll talk about that as it comes. But let's take a look. Don't forget, guys, if you use Prime XBT, I wanted to mention this. I keep forgetting to tell you guys. You get a 20% deposit bonus. I think it might even be 30% still. 30% deposit bonus on whatever you deposit, up to $7,000. So you can get an extra $7,000 if you sign up with Prime, make a deposit, and yeah, check them out. All right, let's take a look at XRP. Same thing, guys. Drop below its major support here. Your next major support is going to be around 135, and after that you're looking down in the 40-cent range, right? Solana, you guys know my target for Solana. While people were calling for 500,000, we've been calling for about 27, maybe even much lower. Guys, this thing really isn't. A lot of the people buying this stuff don't even know what the hell it does, how the hell it works. Same with Bitcoin. Most people in Bitcoin don't even understand Bitcoin, right? They just know it's Bitcoin and price go up. Bitcoin, price go up. Bitcoin, price go up. Doesn't go up forever, guys. Obviously. And I think it could go way lower than people are calling, right? So, what was it? 2 weeks ago, you had Brian Armstrong, Eric Trump, Tommy Lee, and we won't even acknowledge Saylor, right? He's just a nut job, in my opinion. But we had all them guys saying 100 to hold now. Bitcoin's different. Institutions are in. It's blah, 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 blah. The president, blah, 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 blah. The White House, the reserves, the blah, blah, blah. Really? Look at it. 2 weeks ago, they were saying 100 would hold. Come on, guys, wake up. Cardano, same thing. We broke its major support. Your next support for Cardano, approximately 18 cents, somewhere in that range, which would be a new low, which would, well, yeah, which would be a new low. It would be pretty bad. Definitely going to be something to watch for. But if things turn around, so let's say it gets down to, actually, let's say it's, you know, next year sometime, 9 cents. If it gets down to this blue trend line and gets a bounce, that could be a huge buying point. It's going to probably go sideways for years and then up, but we'll see. We'll keep an eye on this stuff, guys. I'm going to start letting you guys know my trades on alts too, as it comes. So Litecoin is 83 bucks. Obviously broke through its major support. You can see on the VRVP, right? Right now, if this comes resistance, we need to break the 74. If we break the 74, we're looking at 55. After that, well, we know what's after that. So anyways, that's where we're at, guys. Make sure you smash that thumbs up. Make sure you leave a comment and let me know you made it to the end of the video. Join the Discord, guys. It's totally free. And we have the trade group within the Discord, totally free for the month of November. I haven't made another trade in a, what, 2 days now. I'm probably about time to start looking for a trade. Make sure you are in there checking it out. But anyways, thanks again for tuning in, guys. You guys rock. Make sure you share the video and check out these videos if you're interested in trading. Take it easy, guys.